Big Mike and Hayes Entertainment here. Today's episode, we got Vancouver Giant Zack, Ostapchuk, and Prince George Cougar Tyler Brennan, both NHL prospects.
If you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button. Shout out to the John B. Pub.
I'm Zack with Ostapchuk. I'm an NHL draft prospect. I play for the Vancouver Giants for the Western Hockey League. Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Tyler Brennan, played for the Prince George Cougars. I'm an NHL draft prospect, and I was on the I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
The number one sports podcast in Vancouver with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. I Only Touch Greatness podcast.
Ryan Hayes and Big Mike are taking over the podcast scene in Vancouver. Get down or lay down. Lay down.
This is I Only Touch Greatness podcast with Ryan Hayes and Big Mike. We are going live.
Good, how are you?
Good. Zack, Tyler, thank you guys very much for coming on today. We really appreciate you guys taking your time for us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to ask you a bunch of questions about hockey, obviously. What made you guys get into hockey in the first place, and did you guys play any other sports?
Want to go first?
Sure, I'll take it. My whole growing up, my family's kind of been huge into hockey. My brother played growing up, so I kind of followed after him. My mom was a goalie, my uncle was a goalie, so it's kind of how I got into the goalie side of it. And growing up, kind of did like most younger kids did, kind of played like basketball, soccer, a little bit of baseball. So that was those were the sports I played kind of growing up.
Yeah, for me, it was mainly my dad. He was a huge Oilers fan, so we'd go to quite a few games, and when we weren't at the games, we'd have our jerseys on, watching in the living room. So kind of grew up around them. And then, my mom kind of just taught me how to skate when I was really young and kind of fell in love with it. So.
Okay. You guys got any nicknames, and what's your guys' favorite jersey number and why? Let's start with Tyler again.
It's got the classic nickname, just like Brenny or Bren or something like that. Just kind of shorten the last name a little bit. And favorite jersey number, probably go 30. That was my number this year, so it's kind of first year in WHL, so it's kind of holds a special spot in my heart.
For me, my favorite number is 10, mainly because it's just kind of our family number. And everybody in my family wears that. My uncles and my dad wore it. And what was the second part of that?
Nickname?
Oh, nickname. Boys just call me Chucker usually.
Okay.
But I get on the Giants.
What's it like playing with Bowen Byram?
He's a great dude. I mean, everybody looks at his skill, but he's just a great guy off the ice. Yeah, he was a leader to all the young guys, really brought us in. So, yeah, he was a huge help my first year.
Oh, that's great. Look, I'm in the beauty.
Nice.
Got the autographed Bowen Byram on, yeah.
Hey, Tyler, drafted 21st overall to the Prince George Cougars. What was the feeling, and can you bring back that day?
It's kind of, when it first happened, kind of didn't really have any words. I was kind of speechless, and it's kind of a surreal moment because growing up, it's kind of one of the steps you look forward to growing up, besides obviously the NHL draft, but that's one step closer to getting there. So to be drafted 21st was kind of an unreal moment for me.
And Zack, same thing for you, man. Drafted 12th overall to the Vancouver Giants. Bring me back to that day. And did you know they were interested?
I had a few talks with Vancouver. I knew they were at the top of my list for sure. I had some good conversations with them, and it was a special day. I was in Philadelphia playing on a Western Canadian selects team, and we had a bunch of high-end prospects there, so it was cool to share that experience with all those guys.
You know, I actually drafted you in NHL hockey too. Your name comes up if you play on the NHL 20.
Yeah.
If you play franchise mode, you can get second year of the draft. I drafted you to my team.
Perfect.
Yeah.
What advice do you guys give to anybody who's going to be drafted by the WHL?
I kind of say just keep working hard. Obviously, you gotta put a lot of time and work in to get there and get drafted. So, and I think Zack can kind of take my part on this. It's just going to be a lot more work in the next coming years, especially as a rookie in the league. So, just kind of keep be determined and keep pushing with hard work.
Yeah, exactly what Tyler said. I mean, it's just the work just starts. Like everybody says that, but a rookie year in the WHL is pretty hard, and you kind of got to carve out your own game, I guess. Doesn't really matter when and where you got drafted to. It's just I don't know. You kind of got to play your game and keep moving.
Who do you guys mirror your game after or try and play like?
For me, it's kind of I like Braden Holtby. Kind of watched him for the last couple of years, and I like how he plays the game. We kind of play different styles of game, but I really love his mental side of the game and how he prepares for the game. And I think that's a huge thing for goalies. So kind of model myself after his mental side.
I can't wait to see his warm-ups in Vancouver this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I've been thinking about that a lot. Probably Anders Lee right now, I guess. Two-way forward, he can skate. He's a big guy. He uses his body well down low, and he's got some jets on him. So that's who I like to play like.
Yeah, he's a great player. Do you guys got any pregame meals or rituals?
It's kind of the pregame meals kind of vary. It's mostly like a chicken and pasta kind of thing, but pregame rituals, I kind of just run through the same kind of warm up stretches, do the exact same thing before heading out onto the ice. Kind of makes me feel like I'm ready every single game.
Yeah, I like to be pretty loose before the game. I like to play my quick half hour of suey and then maybe get a cup of coffee in me and kind of sit, chat with the boys a little bit, keep it light.
Do you guys have a favorite sports hero?
I can't say I got one in particular. There's so many, so yeah, I can't say I have one in particular.
Honestly, I've watched The Last Dance like 3 times now, so probably Michael Jordan at the moment. But
yeah, we get that answer a lot.
Pretty much every time. I might have to cut that question out.
Yeah.
You guys have both worn the Maple Leaf and represented your country. And sure, you guys will both do that again in the future. And congratulations, Tyler, on being named to the U18 selection camp.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What's it like wearing that jersey? Describe the feeling.
It's so hard to describe the feeling. Like it's kind of every time you put it on, you just get butterflies knowing that there's so many great players that have worn that emblem in the Maple Leaf. So it's kind of be in that same group as those guys is kind of surreal. And it was so much fun putting that jersey on.
Yeah, for me, I didn't make it past the U17 camp. I went to the camp and yeah, it was fun to play against all the other players, right? Like from across each province, and great competition. But yeah, hopefully I'll get to wear it one day.
Zack, your first full season, you put up 8 points in 44 games. How do you look to improve on that? And you must have learned lots from Sorda, from Byram, Canuck, Liepert, Roman.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those guys are leaders. Like I wanted to play like them. I wanted to be like them. So I think this year I'll lean on my experience a little bit, having like almost a full year. So yeah, I think I'll use my vision, my speed a lot more, my size. So I'll have some more confidence out there this year.
Right on. We can't wait to see it. We go to a lot of Giants games.
Yeah, we'll be there for you.
What are some things you learned off the ice from those guys?
I mean, just their work ethic. Like I remember Byram after every single practice, he's upstairs working out again. So he'll go up there and like the recovery side, like those guys know how to take care of their bodies. And I think that's something I got to do a little bit better of a job. So yeah, kind of just follow in their lead and try and match their work ethic and outwork them. So.
Yeah, Tyler, you had a great season too this year. And what's it like with Coach A, looking up to him? I mean, we had him on our show too. He's a beauty and great goaltender to look up to.
Yeah, he's couldn't have asked for a better goalie partner. He's he's such a clown, but like it's awesome. He's it brightens up the mood every time you walk in the dressing room. And on the hockey side of it, like kind of backing him up. I learned so much off of him, and I took some parts out of his game, put them into mine, and he's been in the league for a couple of years now. So I kind of take a lot of notes off that, and it's good having that goalie in front of me because I can kind of push him to be better. He can push me to be better. So we're both constantly trying to get that starting job, which I think improves us both.
Hey, Zach, it must have been a cool experience playing those couple playoff games 2 seasons ago when they went on that run, eh?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was just like the first series. I got to play a little bit against Seattle. Didn't touch the ice much, but it was a fun experience. Like learned a lot from those 2 games, and kind of followed them throughout the playoffs. It was up and down with them, and it was cool. It's cool to watch.
How's recovery coming from your injury? I know you must be getting the itch to be out there with your team.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty well fully recovered now. I think 8 months since my surgery, 8.5. So yeah, I'm excited to get ready to go.
Awesome. What would you guys say the biggest difference was playing in obviously like midget and stuff going up to the Giants?
I think the speed and the strength. I think the strength was the biggest thing for me. Like I've got some pretty good feet. I can keep up, but the strength wasn't all there for me. So I think that when you're 15, you just kind of gotta do the little things right, I guess. Like you gotta, I don't know, you can't dominate like you did in midget. So yeah.
For me, it's a little different being a goalie, but the big thing kind of moving up that level is how fast the players are, and big one is the shots, how fast they can release the shots and how hard the shots are. So that's the biggest thing, is the speed and the releases.
Do you guys have a favorite movie about sports?
Happy Gilmore, probably.
Good call. Good call.
I mean, good golf movie. That's my favorite movie. So
Yeah, I think you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, that was filmed down here in Vancouver. Parts of it.
Really?
Anyway. Yeah, the golf course, all the golf course scenes were filmed in Maple Ridge.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Zach, take me back to your first goal in the dub. Then do you still have the puck?
Yeah, the puck's at my billet house right now. I have it on a little shelf. I got it mounted. So
Nice.
yeah, I was in Regina, and it was kind of broken play. It just bounced on my stick, and I just let it rip and kind of blacked out from there. I don't really remember skating back to the bench, so it was cool.
And Tyler, take me back to your first win in the dub, and do you still have the puck?
Yeah, I still got the puck. It's hanging up in my basement beside a couple of my jerseys I got down there. Yeah, first win, got it my first start, so that was kind of a special moment for me. We're playing Kelowna. We won 4-1, so it's kind of nice. And that was our first win of the season as well, so it was kind of good to get that first one under our belt. And I just remember kind of right as the game ended, kind of blacked out, and I remember Gochi just jumping on me, and all of a sudden I was on my back on the ice. So it's kind of all I can remember from that.
Do you guys have a favorite road barn?
I think I like playing in Victoria, just because it's kind of like they have an older crowd, but they're kind of hostile over there, so that's fun.
Yeah, I like playing in Kelowna and Vancouver. Those are my 2 favorite ones to go and play. The fans are kind of there, and they're kind of, especially as a goalie, they heckle the goalies a little bit, so it's kind of fun playing there.
They definitely do.
And we'll be coming to see you when you come to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Who do you guys train with in the off season?
I train out in St. Albert, Alberta, here with Dan Lajoie at Athletes Nation. So I train with him like 5 times a week. I've been with him for 4 years now. So
Wow.
Yeah.
I train at the Ring Training Center here in Winnipeg. So
Okay.
kind of been training there for the last 3-4 years. So it's kind of got that bond with the trainers and all the guys training there. So it's a fun time in the summer.
Hey, what challenges did you come across in getting to where you are today?
Yeah. Well, first of all, my injury for sure. I mean, that's really changed my past year for sure. I think I'm a kind of a different person, different player now. So, yeah, that's probably the biggest setback I've had. That's probably it.
Okay.
For me, it's kind of just having to have all that determination and knowing that you can't take a couple of weeks off in the summer, because that could be the difference between making a team or not making the team. So a biggest challenge would just be staying focused and hard work and having that determination, especially over the summer.
Tyler, you might remember this, you might not, but you were playing in Vancouver. You went to the game, and you made a sick glove save on Milos Roman. Do you remember that one?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I remember that one.
Yeah. That was dirty. What's your guys' go-to celly?
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of just put my hands up, I think. Like, just give them one of these.
Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say the only time I really sell is kind of after a win. So it's usually just hands up in the air, big hugs for the boys when they come over to me. So it's usually mine.
What do you guys usually listen to before a game?
Our team was big on that, like, I don't even know, like that electronic music. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. We kind of changed it up around Christmas and went more to like a rap. So I think that kind of changed our room a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that was good.
Yeah, ours was kind of listen to my own music, kind of doing warm up. Then when I'm getting dressed, we kind of listen to music as a team, and they kind of got like the dubstep and rap, and then maybe some hardcore like Kickstart My Heart or some stuff like that. So that kind of gets the boys
You
pumped
gotta
up.
throw some old school in there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Who's the DJ on the Giants?
This year it was Tristan Nielsen.
Oh,
Okay. And who's the
Yeah.
DJ in Cougars?
It's usually Gauthier takes the DJ spot for us.
Wow, it's the second goalie we've had that DJ now.
Yeah, back to back.
We've had like 100 and some episodes. We've never had goalies be the DJ, and then Hunter Jones is the DJ as well for.
Yeah, I think Gauthier just kind of he needs to be ready to go, especially when he's starting. So he puts his own music on the speakers. So.
If a GM or scout were to ask, what does Zack bring to the table, and what does Tyler bring to the table, and describe your guys' game?
I think I'm a big, speedy forward. I like to use my size. I'm good down low, and I like to take care of my own end. I can score when I need to, and I like to hit.
For me, I'm just a big goalie who can move pretty well and kind of use my size to my advantage and put myself in good spots to make the save. Just kind of in the dressing room, just kind of a good guy, laid back sometimes, and just kind of have fun with the guys.
What do you think makes a good captain?
I think somebody that just kind of leads by example, like hard work on and off the ice. He brings everybody in, doesn't matter how old you are. He's respected by everybody else on his team, and we know that he's never going to let you down.
Yeah, he pretty much nailed it on that one. Just kind of a good captain's kind of on and off the ice. He does everything to perfection, and the hard work's got to be there. You can't have a captain who slacks off. So he's got to be on everyone about, working hard and making sure they do everything right. So
we're going to throw you one of the weird draft questions that we got from the NHL draft scouts. If you were an animal, what would it be?
I mean, it's got to be a lion, no? King of the jungle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad one. I'd probably go with like an eagle or something. Just kind of fly around, and just kind of do whatever you want.
There's definitely no right answer. So yeah.
Yeah.
That question's coming down the chute one day for you guys.
Yeah. Sam Colangelo actually just answered a couple episodes before, and he said he went with shark. So.
I mean, that's probably my number 2.
Yeah.
Not a bad one either. Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite sports quote?
Oh, I don't know, probably the whole Herb Brooks speech.
Yeah.
If that counts. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know if I could say I have a favorite quote. No.
If you could play any other sport, what would it be?
I think I'd go with football. I used to be a big fan of the Edmonton Eskimos, so I know the game pretty well. I feel like I could be a good wide receiver.
That's good. I like that you picked the CFL.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of along that line too. I probably played football growing up a little bit, so I loved football, and I'm a pretty diehard Blue Bombers fan. So
Ooh.
I'm a Lions season ticket holder, so
yeah,
and at
I
least
go to
yeah,
I
and
go to
at least-
every home Bombers game. So
okay, and at least you guys aren't wearing watermelons on your head like Saskatchewan.
yeah, oh yeah,
Those guys suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
we do.
What's been your guys' go-to quarantine snack?
I've been liking my chips and salsa.
Okay.
I usually have that every couple days. I treat myself, maybe make some nachos.
Yeah.
I think I'm huge into the Reese's peanut butter cups.
Both good choices, definitely.
Too bad
Yeah.
you can't put them on top of nachos.
Hey guys, I just want to thank you guys both so much for coming on, and we really appreciate it. And we're fans of yours, and we're going to continue to be fans for the rest of your guys' careers, and we can't wait to cheer you guys on.
I won't be seeing you soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much.